Eliminated. It's a word some baseball teams are just getting familiar with now. Other teams have danced with that term for weeks now. That's where we are. End of the regular season. Thank you for joining me. Thumbs up, subscribe, please. If you're here, at least do that. That's all I ask. And you want to give me a couple of minutes in the video, that's fine too. Let me see what this guy's got. Welcome in. We got a baseball to look at. We got some baseball. All right. And the beauty of it here is that we're going to go through what we have. I'm going to show you what I have at BetMGM. 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In fact, as you'll see here, I've even given you a nice 3-leg parlay. Look at that right off the jump. It'll take you 40 seconds to sign up. Your first bet, $10, gets $200 back no matter what. And if you hit the bet, like this 3-leg parlay of the Jays, Pirates, and Red Sox money lines, then you get what you make. And you get the $200 back in bonus bets on top of that. So let's stop messing around. All right. That's all I'm saying. Let's go here and do something and make some money. All right. You all right with that? Now we've got a bunch of stuff. We're going to hit the first. I know we have a double header to look at. There are a couple of different things throughout. So again, let's dive right into it. Elimination is a tricky thing. This part of the year, totals are huge. So just pay attention as we're going to load up probably a lot more totals than you're used to. All right. So again, the offers at BetMGM. We're going to go on over here to the just a little easier for you to see. That's all. Odd Shopper. We tell you to go to all these books. Any play you see that you can find here or BetMGM, right? We've got links below. Okay. As mentioned, Ryu Armstrong on the board here. And, well, I guess we should talk about first this Cleveland-Detroit game because at the moment we still don't know who's pitching for Detroit. And, look, it's over for Cleveland. It's been over for Cleveland. Same thing with Detroit. Both of these teams, Detroit wants to finish second, and Cleveland does not want to finish behind Detroit. So I would say I'm going to lean under here. This is going to be a little tighter of a game. This game is actually going to have some value to it, even though it doesn't really mean anything in the standings. Jays, Rays. This is another under here for me. Look, Toronto is still fighting. They've won 2 straight. Tampa is already locked in. We know that. They've won 2 straight, but at the moment for Toronto, they hold a game on Houston. Seattle is lurking. This is another one where they are fighting to win. Same with Miami. Look, the Marlins right now are just on the other side and are looking to clinch that final spot ahead of both Cincinnati and Chicago. So, Marlins come in. Quinn Priester, the priest, is on the mound here. And I know this is a heavy, you'll have to shop it. You'll have to shop it. But we're going to go a little crazy there and push. Doesn't matter who. Escargot could be on the mound for the Marlins. We're fine with this. Miami is in a big spot here. First of the 2 games, again, we don't know really what's going on with the Phillies pitching here. Just, it's in New York. The ball is wet. It's going to be soaked. Just go over. Go over both games in the Mets-Phillies doubleheader, to be honest with you. That's what I would do. Padres, White Sox. Now you got something. Michael Wacha versus Michael Clevenger. And you got a couple of Mikes. Padres, White Sox. What do we have here? Let's look at the standings. That's the big thing. You want to see where are these teams? So you know about San Diego, just mentioned 3.5 back. They need something. They've won 3 straight. They are on a roll. The White Sox, well, they've been cooked. So you don't have to really worry about that. Spoiler, I don't think the White Sox are good enough. I'm going to lay a 1.5 on a team that's cooking right now. Momentum coming into this game, and Chicago's just not good enough to spoil. That ultimately is what this comes down to. We move on. Yankees, Royals. Yankees eliminated. The Royals have been for a little bit. The matchup here, Clark Schmidt versus Steven Cruz. I don't think Schmidt is going to be able to keep the ball around. Same thing with Cruz. Limited, but just atrocious from the walk standpoint. Cannot do that if you're Cruz, especially against this Yankees lineup. Told you, we're going to look at some totals here. We're going to go over 9. All right? Going to see the ball move between Schmidt and Cruz. Neither one of these teams are going to be able to hold up. We move on. Oh, stuff's moving. Love when stuff moves. Cubs Brewers, Eric Lauer. Interesting here because, as mentioned, go to the standings and see where we are. Brewers have clinched. Nobody else around there. And the thing about Chicago, still alive. Still alive with 2, right? So 1.5 back. You got to get a win here. You have to continue to push. Jordan Wicks. We'll see. I mean, I would think Milwaukee is just taking the foot off the gas at this point, which would make sense. But Eric Lauer, you come in here, nothing to slouch at. You just haven't seen enough. Didn't really say anything with Wicks. It's probably going to benefit the total more so than anything else. Go over 8.5 here, please. Especially when you're looking at Chicago with a lot on the line. Hey, you know what? The Reds are in the same spot. I like this. We got a lot of meaningful baseball here. At least for one team involved. Not meaningful at all for St. Louis. They're shit. Connor Phillips. You know, what can I get from Connor Phillips to ensure a lockdown here? Where can I go with Connor? I don't mind it. Neither one of the, again, it's the same scenario. Neither one of these guys was seen much, have enough out there. I think you just have to roll the same scenario with the Cubs and the Brewers. The Reds need this. Pitchers haven't been out a ton, respectively, with Phillips Rom. I think the play here is, again, to go over 9 and expect some runs, probably early runs, to help push this thing over. Chase one of these pitchers out. Cutter Crawford, Kyle Gibson. Well, we know about this magical run for Baltimore. That will continue. Nothing is going on here for Boston. They've been eliminated. We know that. They come off that 3-0 win last night. I don't think Baltimore is taking its foot off the gas, but I also don't think that it's still, my God, we got to just go ahead and keep head down, winning everything in sight. So I think there's a little bit of a difference here. I do like Kyle Gibson against Cutter Crawford, although Crawford just is the better matchup here. We're going to take the 1.5. Probably not. Just go. Whoa, what's going on there? We don't need you to do all that. Just hit the money line, man. Jeez. All right, we'll take the money line. Sox, Crawford, plus 114. I was tempted to go over 8, but I think we'll just stay at plus 114. Andrew Heaney, Seattle, Luis Castillo. This is the best game of the slate. The number one playoff implications game of the slate. So, looking at this here with Seattle, knowing that they got to keep it going. Texas on top, at least for now. I love this game because of so much that's involved. Seattle is still fighting for this division, 2 out. And Texas is still able to relinquish. I know you're laying 122 on this. I would look to find a better number. Andrew Heaney versus Luis Castillo in a must-win game for both sides equals under 7.5 for me. Not so much the case here. I think you just have to lay the 1.5. You really do. Atlanta is on a magical run. And that's going to be the biggest thing here. A magical run. And it's a big one. So you better jump in as they finish out this season. Even minus 155 is a disgrace. If you prefer, you can go under 9. I'm okay with that too. By all means. Astros D-backs. Well, the thing about it is that Houston really needs this baseball game. Arizona really needs this baseball game. Neither one have assumed anything. No. So, looking at it from at least a wild card standpoint with Arizona, they've got a half game up on Miami, 2 up on Cincinnati. They've also lost 2 straight. Justin Verlander's on the mound. They're at home. Merrill Kelly doesn't scare me. I think Houston is in the bigger fight right now. That battle that Houston's in is just monstrous. And that's why we select the Astros to win this baseball game. All right, 2 more to get to. One, actually, a couple of lean. Minnesota, Colorado will lean that, and we'll lean Oakland, LA. And in between that, it's going to be the Dodgers and Giants. We don't have the pitcher yet for the Rockies. They're at home. Minnesota's in. Minnesota's done everything they need to. So, clinching the AL Central, beating up on a shit team, just getting some bats flexed and work. I don't think you're going to see a crazy pitching matchup. Pagan is on there. I'll just take I'd lean over in Colorado, and I would lean over. 2 shitty teams eliminated trying to get out here means over. Means guys are just going to be swinging away. Pitchers will get yanked quicker. Oakland, LA, lean over there. You got Boyle at least for Oakland. Lean over there. Last one, Giants are demoralized. They fired their skip. They don't know what's going on. They've been eliminated 3 of the last 4. This is just get me out of here. Get me home. Let me start playing golf. If you can still play golf. Out west, I'm sure you can. Dodgers win this game. Money line, no. Run line, yeah. That is the play. All right, I'll run this back here for you so you can see it. And we're out. Simple stuff, right? We hit baseball games. I love it. And we got our leans in there too. I love it. I appreciate you being here with me. It's a big thing for you to be here on a baseball Saturday, end of the regular season. I love it. I'm also going to do this for you. On top of everything else, I'm going to show you some home run plays. You want home run plays? I got home run plays. These are our top home run plays from the Odd Shopper Premium Tool. All I am asking is that you take time, 40 seconds, sign up, 50% off your first purchase. NFL 50. That's the code. All right. Look, it can be your first week. It can be your first month. And there you have it. Our top 4 home run plays. They're all there for you. A thing of beauty. Go ahead, stare. It's okay. You can take a picture. I'll see you Sunday.